Hey guys, welcome to my channel and the second video in this series. This has to be the biggest misconception in ghost hunting. What type of entities can you expect to find in a building? What are they made of? And do EMF meters and REM pods really work? Come along and find out. When somebody goes ghost hunting, say in an abandoned tuberculosis sanatorium, what do they expect to find? Usually it's just one or two spirits, if they're really lucky, a victim that committed suicide. What you expect is what you'll get. What you don't consider won't happen. You won't find aliens because they aren't on your mind. The first problem is the name. We do not need to hunt for ghosts. Man, they are all around us all the time. They're in our cars, in our bedrooms, in our offices, and not just one, but hundreds or even thousands of them. When you go on a ghost hunt, the spirits, they already know you're coming. EMF meters can measure both AC electromagnetic fields or DC fields. The more sophisticated meters measures both. Ghost hunters believe that when spirits enter a room that they disrupt the EMF in that area and can be detected. A K2 is an EMF meter that uses colored lights, which makes it a perfect visual device for paranormal entertainment on television. A REM pod is a device that the ghost hunter places in a pathway, say a hallway or a doorway. It emits its own EMF field and monitors disturbances in that field. When it goes into alarm, that means a spirit has just entered the room. But I already know that spirits are in the room. Let me show you why these devices are a pointless waste of money. How many spirits could there be in a room? Let's start by considering how many spirits might be available to enter a given room. We can't know where they go when dying or how long they last in any particular place, so we must consider the entire pool of 7.8 billion souls. According to the Population Reference Bureau in Washington, D.C., there have been 7.8 billion souls on this earth. Once numbers start getting really high, people struggle to connect to them to real life in any meaningful way. But let's try to imagine the amount of souls floating around in the spirit world somewhere. Arrowhead Stadium holds 76,416 people. So let's fill our screen with Arrowhead Stadiums. We get 2.76 million people. That's not nearly enough, so let's go by pages of arrowheads. That gives us 97.2 million souls. For all spirits available to haunt us, we would need 100,000 arrowhead stadiums filled with souls. 7.8 billion souls is a lot of souls, and that doesn't include probably an equal amount of angels and evil spirits that never lived on this earth. It seems reasonable to say that the spirit world is a very crowded place. In my recordings, the spirits are always complaining about how hot and how crowded it is. Well, let's look at it another way. Another clue to the number of spirits in a room comes from capturing orbs. In this shot, their energy affects the iris setting on my camera, then they start pouring in. They aren't just waiting around for you to show up. Like the orbs, they are constantly moving about and often at the speed of thought, which makes it tough to catch them with a meter. The famous evangelist Billy Graham recognized this speed.
And I think that we are going to be able to go from planet to planet and from one part of the universe to the other, and I think we're going to be able to go as fast as thought. And I think we're going to have other worlds to conquer. We're going to have tremendous enterprises that we're going to do on other planets.
There's even a reference to traveling at the speed of thought recorded in the Bible, John 6:19. Even if one doesn't believe in the Bible, it's still a concept written over 2,000 years ago about traveling at the speed of thought. Jesus' disciples were rowing a boat on Lake Capernaum, some 4 miles from shore, when they came upon Jesus walking on the water and were afraid. But Jesus said,
"It is I, don't be afraid." Then they were willing to take him into the boat, and immediately the boat reached the shore where they were heading.
At the speed of thought, they made it to the shore 4 miles away. So if you had a people detector at Grand Central Terminal and got a hit on this guy, within seconds he'd be gone. So you can never say where a spirit is, you can only say where it was. But this is assuming they can detect spirits in the first place. Since we can't see spirits, we can't know for certain why an EMF meter alarmed. I think it's reasonable, however, to assume orbs are spirits or have spirits in them. I've conducted many tests trying to get an orb to set off my trifield meter or an EMF meter, but they never do. They never do. This meter was on a stand for many nights, but it never detected orbs. And then, what about spirits monitoring you remotely? I've got hundreds of EVPs of spirits watching me through a mirror. As I approach the mirror, they react in many different ways, but usually say, "There he is, I see him." Will an EMF meter help you there? Further evidence confirms that supervisors communicate remotely as identified by these musical tones or squelching that sounds like someone keyed up a transmitter.
So you answered, that means someone's here. What's your name?
There are many different ways that spirits watch us and interact with us. The evidence suggests that some spirits can see me everywhere I go. Some can only see me if they are in the same room with me, while others can only see me looking through a mirror or a gate. While EMF meters are impractical, a trifield meter set to radio frequency mode can detect the presence of an operating gate. It works because the gate is not moving about. It is in one place, and it is generating a signal that we can detect and measure. Spirits know how smart or dumb you are and will respect or disrespect you accordingly. Some ghost hunters play what I call K2 bingo. They turn the investigation into a sideshow carnival by asking an intelligent spirit if they can light up the meter or turn on a flashlight.
Tell you what we'll do. We're going to put this flashlight on the windowsill over here. If you're still here with us, can you give us a sign of your presence?
If you use your energy, you may be able to cut this flashlight on.
I prefer to invest the time and effort into developing my psi ability so that spirits eventually will call me by my name. Spirits and aliens are far smarter than we are and have powers we can only dream of, like the ability to see us while they remain invisible. Spirits want to talk to us about quantum physics, so don't insult them by asking them to roll over and play dead. Play dead. That's funny.
Do you know who I am?
Hey, thanks for watching, and please come back soon. You won't want to miss all the new lessons coming out on ghost hunting. And please leave a comment, especially if there's an area you want investigated.